What's up, everybody? Before we get started, check the description, subscribe, like, comment, share. But actually, before I show you the room, I need to talk to you about an aquarium that's not there yet, that maybe you need to know about if you are watching this and you're curious why it's not there and what's gonna go in it. Let's check it out. Okay, so right off the rip, this is the first time I've ever used a router. Absolutely horrendous. But it's gonna house the 72-inch tank, which is 24 by 27. It's about 200 gallons. And then I've got the old Freedom 400 that'll be going underneath it. I've asked a few questions to some people because I want to do a refugium, and I've never done one before. I've done the research, but I wanted to get people's opinion, so I reached out to a few people that had some good information for me, and well, I'm waiting on their response so I can start setting this bad boy up. Let's move on to the tank real quick. And now for the tank. That's all I'm gonna show you. You can see the back. Got the overflow box. I don't know if you can see this on camera, probably not, but I've got 5 holes, 2 drains, 2 returns, and then I'm gonna use the other drain, which is the third of the drains, to go into a canister. So I'll have a sump, refugium style thing with a canister, just because I wanted some more filtration. I have this space, I've got the filter, why not? So that's what I'm doing, but I didn't want to show you the background because, well, there's a story behind it, and I don't want to give that away yet. So let's look at the stuff in the room that's already there, the good, the bad, and what's going on with everything. I also forgot to say the reason why I am doing the canister and refugium is because I'm going to increase my water volume, great oxygenation, great bio, but the canister is also a perfect mechanical and chemical filtration device. So that's the main reason. What's going on, everybody? We are home now. I'm going to show you these aquariums. We're going to talk a little bit about them, get an idea of what's happening, but let me show you this wall right here is going to be the place for the new aquarium. You probably won't see that aquarium fully set up and everything till the new year, just because of not only the holidays, but because of a surprise. But let's start with this aquarium because we want to get the bad out of the way. The fish are not bad, well, 3 of them are. And I will explain what we're seeing here. Let's check it out. So this is the Lake Tanganyika tank. You're like, why are there sponge filters in there? And then, why are there 3 Sun-Suns in there? Yeah, 3 Sun-Suns. And the reason being is because I thought I was having a filtration problem because I am filtering behind the tree stump. There's a bunch of holes. You can't even see them, but there's a bunch of holes in the tree stump. Ever since I got these fish in and everything was rocking, a couple days later, tank gets super cloudy, can't figure it out. I'm finding a dead fish. I'm finding another dead fish. A day later, I find another dead fish. And I'm like, what is going on with this aquarium? And then I kind of stepped back and I noticed it a couple days later. See that temporalis? That monster of a shell dweller back there? I apologize for the flickering. That is because of the flow and the way the light is. But they're destroying everything in this aquarium. And so they will be coming out tonight, and I will be putting them in a much larger aquarium for them to coexist with fish that are larger than them. And with everything that's going on in this other aquarium, they should be fine. So I no longer have any more Compressiceps. I still have my Ocelotus Gold. I still have my Niger Pinus. I have the Dwarf Kigoma, and I've got the Le Lupe. Look at these guys. There they are. Evil, E-V-I-L. That's what they are. So let's talk about what else is in this tank. Current USA Plus Pro is on top. We've got the deep water background from Universal Rocks. Count them, 3 Sun-Suns, 704 Bravo, 2 304 Bravos, and 2 sponges, which can come out. I just thought I was having some sort of issue, which turns out I was not. So it's very sad. So hopefully this tank will be up and running at 100% here in the next couple weeks. I've got more fish coming from Dave's Rare Fish that he was unable to send me originally. If you watch that video, links in the description. And yeah, I'm super stoked because I'll have those probably before the new year. They'll be able to go in, fill out this tank, and then I'll work towards getting this guy fully established But look at the ocellatus gold. Super cool. So my favorite aquarium right now, even though that deep water background is my favorite, this has a rocky background, some massive rocks, some anubias, some plants that are disappearing, which I'll get to in a second. But there were dwarf swords, dwarf sag. I've got some Dardinii in here, which are Limniotilapia. And then I've got the Bemba, which are Tropheus. These fish are also from Dave's Rare Fish. And I got the plants and the light. Whoop. From Aquarium Co-op. Links in the description if you want to know where to get those. And somebody just threw a football in here. So this tank is doing absolutely phenomenal. I couldn't ask for a better tank to be just jamming. However, I am losing plants, and not by my own regard. I am losing plants by the fish's appetite. I cannot feed them that much, I guess. This tank is due for its first major water change. I'll be doing that potentially tomorrow. But the plants are thriving. I had a bunch of plants up here, but they're starting to eat them. These fish do enjoy eating. I got like grass sprouting up. But I've got some gobies in here as well. And overall, tank is really doing well. Fish are really getting the color that they need. And this bad boy is being powered by an FX4 and an FX6. However, this FX4 is coming out and another FX6 is going in. And I've got a ton of bugs that I culture for the next enclosure that you're going to see. But really excited. I'm feeding these guys a combination of Krill Pro, veggie formula, and some kelp wafers. And you can see some of that food down there. Sweet! But no, seriously, these guys are looking lush. Look at how natural this light looks. I'm sorry if you've seen the video and you're tired of hearing it. I apologize. I don't apologize. This aquarium light is absolutely perfect in terms of the lighting capabilities. It does throw some algae on there quick. It is a very, the word I'm looking for is deceptive, and that comes from Corvus, AKA Joel Christensen. It's a deceptively powerful light, so definitely be careful. See the power head? Ton of plants in there. Thanks, you evildoers. But no, I mean, come on, they're herbivores. I had to be silly to think that they would not decide to eat any of the aquarium plants. So now let's go to one of the vivariums. So this one is a very simplistic vivarium. This houses a crested gecko named Mondo. If you don't know, I am a huge Ninja Turtle fan, and Mondo was the gecko in the cartoon series in the early 90s. I believe he is in there. I'm not gonna disturb him. Typically, they're a more shy creature. I've held him a few times. Let me see. No, he's just in there for good. But he comes up, he'll eat out of his little cup, and you know, I keep everything the way it's supposed to be kept in terms of humidity. Right now, I think it's at like 65% and the temperature's at 74. That's like near perfect for these guys. I could probably get to 70% in the humidity and it'd be much better. All right, let's go on to the Dot Frog Vivarium. Okay, so I just talked about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. These are the punk frogs. So, ooh, can we see him up here? Can we see him on camera? Oh, barely, 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 barely. So I've got three of the blue fish, or the blue frogs, excuse me. These are poisonous dart frogs. However, they are not poisonous when they are in captivity. These are Dendrobates tinctorius azureus, the blues. They are, I mean, they're stunning. They're pretty cool. Let's see, is there usually one under here? Nope. But I've got this monkey pod from Vivariums in the Mist. Pretty much everything else came from Josh's frogs. Plants are definitely looking lush. The fern is going crazy. This fern is going wild. I trimmed this back a little bit. I'm having a little problem with this. I don't know if it's the light, but it's sturdy, it's rooted, it's doing its thing. This guy is growing like a champ. I'll give you kind of a feel for it. If you look at the earlier video of install, and then this is just crawling, and that's pretty much it. And I even have a fake mushroom there, but if I go all the way back, you might be able to see the real mushrooms. So super pumped. This is coming along really well. It's settling nicely. I've got some tropical moss from Vivariums in the Mist as well. And overall, it's just a wonderful piece of nature, and it gives me something to do outside of, you know, playing with toys and watching cartoons and teaching my son all about stuff outside. We can talk about nature, and we can feed, and we can culture its food sources, and he loves it, especially water, because the kid loves water. So that's it. A new aquarium for the new year, gonna be right behind you. The 220 is lush, 72, 27, 27. The 100 is jamming as much as it can jam. This is 60 by 20 by 20. Vivarium looking awesome. Other vivarium doing great. Overall, super pumped, super excited. The holidays are coming up, folks. Be patient with everyone. Hold the door, have fun, smile more, and enjoy the moment. Especially with this guy. You want to say bye to everyone? Oh, what are you eating? What do you got? You want to hook daddy up? Boom. Thank you for sharing. Oh, burn. All right, you want to say bye to everyone? You know what's next. Holla. Say boom.